Hello, we're back with Modern Living End 4-color with grief, $70. Two-player queue. I'm gonna mulligan because we've got a Living End in hand. Other than that, it's a pretty good hand, but mulligan costs basically nothing. We can absolutely keep this. And we I'm just gonna bottom that. Start by actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and pass and see if we can double grief on. I'm gonna cycle this and then grief on their turn. On its turn 2. They'll have an extra draw. And Snow-Covered Island betrays nothing about what we're playing. Inquisition. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have a Shardless Agent anymore. I'm not too sad, though, because we'll probably draw another one in the next couple turns. Watch them cry. So I will grief them. I will cycle my Architects. Oh, and there's the land I needed. Yo! Okay. Pitch grief. What do we got here? Life from the Loam, Liliana, Lingering Souls, and Smallpox. Intriguing. I'll take Smallpox because I kind of want the land. And it's their next play. Ghost. Pass the turn. We're playing the Urborg. Okay, now they're playing flats. Now this is spicy. Smallpox is always just fun. Lol. You're gonna You're gonna thought seize my grief. Sweet. I'm not gonna complain there, honestly. Because our graveyard's stacked now. We got 11 power with double grief. We just top deck any Cascade card and we win. And there's the Urborg, so I can hardcast any grief I top deck. Cool. Spawn's gonna add blue. They know I just have the Shiv and Reef in hand. Yep. Should have played the Reef instead of the Coast last turn. Sanctum. Go ahead. Because having a red source for Outburst would have been great. Played that, so we have one unknown. And they they discarded a Shadow Spear. Okay. Gonna Jam the souls. Oh, smallpox, okay. Thanks. Get rid of a coast. We do have to top deck something soon. Okay. That is why I should have played the Shivan Reef earlier. Because we kind of just win here. Oh, and they discarded the loam. Well, nope, the loam's back in their hand. Yes. Oh no, they're playing the loam. Cool. So now we just need to top deck any cascade, and although they do get to make me sack 2 lands, which is mildly annoying. Definitely misplayed with that Shivan Reef earlier, but making a board state, okay. Oh, nope, they're upticking. Okay. That's that means I win here. If they had downticked, they might have come back. Okay. We got target opponents. Let's see what they're drawing. Okay. And that's all going back. They have, well, yep, that's all hitting the grave. We'll put that, that, and that. Nothing to take with grief, nothing to take with grief. Okay, I see what they could be doing. They might make us sack after the fact, but I mean, we still have a board and they don't have much. They're only out. Let's see, oh, they didn't loam, so they got a Godless Shrine. Yep, that's their only option. And their only out is to order these correctly. Okay, 2 lands there, at 3 lands. Just putting all the lands in one pile and giving me the creatures, because choose a pile to sacrifice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Lingering Souls, okay. And another Lingering Souls. They've got a board, but we've got a bigger board. And I have a land. So we probably want to kill Liliana here. Well, no, they're nowhere close to ultimating. Actually. Attack Lily, attack Lily. Go like that. Because if we off Lily, then they can't. So they'd probably +1, then minus to make us sack something, which slows us down a little bit. Lily dies, and they go to 9. Off to game 2. Now the question here is, I don't think we need Rex. I'm thinking we want Breaker, because I expect Leyline. Yeah, I expect Leyline. I don't expect Rip. Possibly Relic. Relic or Leyline. What else would they... Not Relic, probably Lantern, or Crypt, or Leyline. If not, it's also possible they have Skoos. So I think we could pull in 3 Breakers. Go ahead and trim one of them. I'll have to cut that out of the video. I think we trim a Waker here. That looks good to me. We're going second, and that's... Yeah, I'll keep that. If we draw well, we can double grief. They mulliganed. Do they have the Thoughtseize? They do. What are they taking? They assume a grief. Yep. They've got Void Mirror and Demonetization. Take the mirror. And top deck a Breaker. We do need another land for the Breaker, but we do have 2 Cyclers, so... They played the Garden. Tapped. What did they top deck? Did they top deck anything useful? No? Okay. Seems good for us. Cycle. So now we're a little stuck on lands, which is a minor issue. I'd really enjoy a Shivan Reef, if possible. Okay, never mind. Okay. We're not finding lands, which could be a big problem. Okay, so they have two unknowns. They've got a Thoughtseize. Not sure what they take here. They've got a choice between Breaker or maybe one of the Cascaders. Okay. Cycle. Cycle. Never didn't have it. We really just need a third land, and our graveyard's very lethal. Two unknowns. What are they playing? Inquisition of Kozilek to see the outburst that they just took away. They die little inside. I assume they top-decked that Inquisition, because otherwise they should have played it last turn, if they had it. They have a Nihil Spellbomb. Okay. We have Outburst. Did they top deck a Raven's Crown? Okay. Wait, cancel. I'm going to discard the Waker of Waves. And a land. So one other land and we can Breaker or consign the Spellbomb with Outburst in response. They top decked something. Okay, they got the Thoughtseize. Just gonna force them to Spellbomb. And they did wait correctly. To make me use the Living End. Yep. They crack the Spellbomb. Which is mildly annoying for us. And they get to pick between Breaker and Consign to Oblivion. Alrighty. They do have one unknown. Okay, no, they just have dam. Digging deeper. And cracking. Okay. Back to one unknown. Okay. A little annoying. We're just gonna not, actually. And start beating down with the shardless. Because we only have 2 more living ends in the deck. They did discard their 1 Urborg. Okay. We have plenty of Shivan Wraiths. This might be a long game too, because they do have the demonetization in hand, which means the next threat we top deck won't stick. Or we just start digging. Do we want more lands or do we want the Curator? Now we're gonna go ahead and put the Curator in hand and cycle it, because then we get a chance at another thing, and we still got the land. Fuller Graveyard, which means if we top deck a Cascade, let's see, yep, if we tap deck a Cascade card at any point, we win. Saga, looking for the, presumably digging for Nihil Spellbomb once it goes off. Dig a little deeper. And they're gonna have a board state with Saga now. Okay. Life from the Loam for a bunch of lands. So they've got a Silent Clearing and another Marsh Flats in hand. It's 1 unknown. Hardcast Curator, forcing them to use demonetization. Otherwise, I've got a clock. I assume they activate Saga here. Yep. Are they activating the Saga in response? They are. Okay. So they have 4 power, I have 4 power. They will need to play one of their 2 lands in order to... Yep, the Spell Bomb. They will need to play a black source in order to cast demonetization, if they choose. The correct play there for them is probably demonetization and then crack Spell Bomb. Yep. So now they have 1 land, so 2 unknowns. Marsh Flats in hand. And then they have a clock, which is slightly annoying. But just about anything we draw is very live, except for that. I think we go ahead and well, depends what they have in hand. So we can still win this. Paying 2, do they have a life from the loam? Yes, they do have the life from the loam. We're going to go ahead and concede that, because this is... well, actually we'll wait. They're at 9 minutes. And we have several good top decks. Cracking the clearing, digging for anything. We're probably losing this game, but we won game 1. The Saga means they're just hitting a lot harder. And they have the rack. That's definitely game, but I'd like to see how long we can draw out their timer. Yep, that'll kill me. On to game 3. And we are going to be looking for cards we can actually cast a little more often. I think we can trim 1 grief. So I assume this game is going to be a little longer. That is an absolute mulligan, and that is a keep. Keep bottoming the shardless. Never didn't have it. Bottom the shardless, top deck a shardless. This Abzan pile, they play the Spell Bomb, which we will breaker on our next turn. We'll put the evoke trigger on first. Blow up the Spell Bomb, which they did not crack, which was a mistake on their end. Playing an Inquisition, which will presumably take an Outburst here. Yep. If we top deck a land, we'll probably pitch the Riverwinder for a subtlety just to agent back a good board. Do they have another? Oh, they're shocking. Okay. I will say okay. Discard the subtlety. Subtlety is mostly brought in because it's a 4-mana 3/3 flying body. Okay. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper. If they don't have graveyard hit, we agent next turn for the win. They're at 16, and we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus 5. Okay. We have 22 power in the grave. Blue. Dig with Waker of Waves. Put the Sanctum in hand. Play it and pass. Taking our grief. Just gonna cast the Curator. And I assume they kill it if they have removal. Cracking the flats. For a basic plains, okay. Lost Legacy. Okay. And now we beat down with Curator. which gives us a very good clock. And there's a subtlety to flash in on their end step, or if they play any sort of creature. Two unknowns. End step subtlety. No legal targets. So got a two-turn clock on them. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce our subtlety back to hand. Blue, blue, colorless, flashback, flash the subtlety in. No targets. Green, actually. Go ahead and go to combat. Hit for 3. And we don't actually need to play the agent here. Only if they bother killing the subtlety. Playing the saga, do they have the removal? They do. Okay. In that case, we would have wanted to play the agent. So they're at 2. We just need really anybody. Or to wait 4 minutes. Grief doesn't quite cut it. Not sure why they didn't activate Saga earlier. But now they just have a 1/1. And what are they picking up? Not sure Spell Bomb is worth it at the moment. Oh, they have the Shadow Spear. Okay. Equipping, making a 3/3. Now they will gain some life here. Okay. The void mirror is a little annoying with the griefs, but we'll probably jump here. And a spell ball. Yeah, we gotta jump here. Oh, no. They're using it to draw. So we'll trade here. If they're attacking. Cast the Curator. And again, we have the clock, and they do not. They're cracking the flats, okay. Guess two. Oh, they're shocking. And they're playing the rack. That is a clock on our end. And they smallpox. We'll bottom that. Deals 3. And that's actually game. They ground us out.